In the frosty Italian winter of late 1944, German troops of the 13th Company Fallschirmjäger Regiment 1 found themselves dug into the Apennine Mountains of central Italy. In the months prior, they had fought a bitter retreat northwards as the Allies surged up the peninsula. Tired, and with their morale flagging, they had nevertheless managed to fight the Allies to a bloody standstill in the cold mountainous terrain. But as New Year's Eve approached, this desolate war zone would witness a rare but very human moment in an otherwise brutal war. Several nights before New Year's, the Fallschirmjägers had launched a surprise attack, capturing Mount Castellaro from the British and giving them a clear view to the nearest entrenched British soldiers. German Ernst Seaman, who served as a forward observer in the 13th Company, recalled being able to see the British lines from this vantage point and noting how both sides were in prime mortar range. Indeed, in the days since their minor victory, mortar shells had whistled back and forth between the lines, causing casualties on both sides. On New Year's Eve, however, both lines were quiet. Many veterans and commanders didn't care for fighting on holidays. But of course, no official order ever granted them permission not to. It was an unspoken custom, observed only by some. On that night, it seemed the Germans and the British opposed to them were happy enough to celebrate a somber New Year's without bloodshed. But as midnight was drawing near, a mortar shell came whistling into the German lines. The men dived for cover, but the shell didn't explode. Was it a dud? A curious Fallschirmjäger inspected it cautiously and discovered it was a propaganda shell, a hollowed-out shell with no warhead, designed to deliver demoralizing leaflets to the enemy. Inside the shell was a slip of paper and written on it a surprising message. "Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your British neighbors." The Germans fired back a propaganda shell of their own with a return greeting, along with some German chocolate. The British, who didn't have much chocolate, fired back with some tobacco. And so it went on through the evening. Mortar-launched Christmas presents flying back and forth across the cold mountain range. "See you in Berlin next Christmas," one British message read. "Make it London," the Germans responded. At midnight, both sides fired colored tracer rounds into the air for a makeshift fireworks show. The vivid colors lit up the night sky, and the British belted out their own version of Auld Lang Syne. The chorus echoed around the mountainside, and just for this night, in this little corner of the world, there was peace.